I really can't understand these players who, again, as you said, signed an extension last year. His contract for, what, another 5 years or whatever. We saw how brilliant he was last year. And then he's coming up with all that nonsense on the eve of a big, big game. If I was a teammate of his, I'd kick him up and down the training pitch. Some of the senior players have got to get hold of him. A talented boy, but his attitude, even last night, he's like a spoiled child. He's just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, you said the job was on the first game, but still, watching the game was torture. There's still a responsibility on the players to go out and perform. And when they're in that mood, Man City are, I wouldn't watch them if they were playing in my back garden. As I said, it was torture. Really poor attitude. You should have a desire to still try and go and win a game of football because the opposition were really poor. I'm not saying you go and leave yourself open. Go and win the game. They were poor. And this idea that Man City could go on and win the tournament, they're all in cuckoo land. Absolutely not. What a drama queen here. Oh, my goodness. How about these tough defenders? It's a game.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. It's just an accident.
Get back up.
He lies down.
He's on the floor like he's been shot. Ridiculous. They were very, very poor, and but I'm not surprised. I don't know what you were expecting. Did you think they'd go to Bayern Munich and get a result? We've said it before about, we keep repeating ourselves, lack of leaders, lack of characters, hunger, desire. But I have to say, tonight, at this level, in this stage of the competition, they're just not good enough. So it's almost no point in being too critical of them because they're not up to it. The players, they've got 2 decent players, Arsenal. The rest, average. I think it reflects tonight. When I see Gibbs with the captain's armband on at the end of the game, you're in big trouble. If he's your captain or your leader, if he's a guy that's going to bring everybody together, you're in huge trouble. And I agree with you. I don't think Bayern were at their very best tonight. They didn't have to be. The goals Arsenal gave away, schoolboy stuff. Shambles. City would get through, no doubt about it. They've done the hard work away from home, and obviously you'd expect Arsenal to go out. So, yeah, no surprises there. Yeah.
You just can't help yourself.
No, I didn't mean it that way. The way it came out, but after the first leg score, you don't expect them to get through. Obviously, no. Certainly in great form at the moment, and scoring for fun. Comfortable night from tonight. Good start from, but their attacking players certainly enjoyed it. But we, keep repeating ourselves. The big tests are yet to come for Liverpool. Clearly, they're beating these so-called lesser teams. The same in the Premier League, but they've beaten nobody yet.
Domestically and in Europe, you feel?
Both, yeah.
They've had one. Yeah. Well, absolutely. They beat Arsenal back in August. But no, take the point. You look at the fixture. Yeah. The fixtures. I was trying not to give you an open goal just because it's Christmas. Yeah.
You expect good players to affect the game. He came on last night and done nothing. We saw with the goal. His reaction to it was like a schoolboy. He doesn't smell danger as soon as Valencia gives the ball away. Again, it's on the halfway line. The reason you're part of a team is if one of your mates makes a mistake, you cover for him, you make up for it. But no one is helping each other. Again, it's been mentioned before, they're almost playing like individuals. They're not playing as a team. They're not playing like what we remember the great Man United teams. And that was, even on an off night, you can grind the result out. This team doesn't seem capable of doing it.
There's a little bit of a link as well. Oh, look, that's the way it goes now.
You've been shopping with him, have you? I didn't know you were mates. He's grown your beard as well.
Yeah. Pep knows quality when he sees it.
Roy Keane, did you ever shave your legs before playing football?
No, but
afterwards.
Maybe that's, listen, that's the modern player.
Yeah.
And then maybe he's into the cycling. I know you shave your legs.
Well, I'm not getting my legs out now.
Okay.
I've got an infection myself.
But if that ever sums up modern-day football, isn't that a reason for missing a game?
Yes. Yeah, and if obviously it is true, then surely they could have used a different excuse. Why put that out and embarrass a player like that?
The players used to shave their legs when I was playing anyway for strappings, but only to about shin high. So he's gone the full.
The full whatever the word is. Yeah.
Roy, did you enjoy that?
Not really, no.
Yes, you did.
You're always thinking about the players in the dressing room. It's kind of a bit of nonsense, but it is what it is, I suppose. For a club, certainly the size of Liverpool and Tottenham, one trophy in 10 years is, I think, pretty embarrassing. Yeah, I know the Champions League has took over now, and particularly, I suppose, the money behind it. But to be successful at the club you just mentioned is about getting your hands on trophies. Absolutely.
Would you trust him to do a job in there?
No. Not for me, no.
Because?
I just don't fancy him. Not away from home. Again, at home he's probably not bad, nice and comfortable. Away from home, different game. far too many times. I think the guy's a disgrace. And if he's a Man United player, I'm a Chinaman. Absolute disgrace. He's done it far too many times. Look at that. Absolute disgrace. And I just hope players are getting a hold of him. Never, you know, whether they be a manager or some of the senior players, that shouldn't be accepted at Man United. That's absolutely disgraceful.
You know, players have done it for several years, haven't they? You know, the old
doesn't make it right, though.
No, not saying it makes it right, but leave your leg in trick.
That's not leaving your leg in. That's different, Dad. And he does.
What's that then?
And then when he does leave his leg in, the party piece afterwards is the triple somersault he does. He's a disgrace.
And what do you want the other players to say to him?
Get hold of him so you don't behave like that playing for Man United. As I said, he might maybe do it once or twice and make the mistakes, but he's done it 9 or 10 times, and he's done it at his previous clubs.
We've run out of time. I can't say anything. He said everything I was going to say.